Hello. Today I'm reading from Encyclopedia Brown, Shows the Way, written by Donald Sobel. This is the case of the knockout artist. Bugs Meany's heart burned with a great desire. It was to get even with Encyclopedia. Bugs hated being outsmarted by the boy detective. He longed to punch Encyclopedia so hard on the jaw that the lump would come out the top of his head. Bugs never raised a fist, though. Whenever he felt like it, he remembered Sally Kimball. She was the prettiest girl in the 5th grade and the best fighter. She had done what no boy under 12 had dreamed possible. She had flattened Bugs Meany. When Sally became the boy detective's junior partner, Bugs quit trying to use muscle on Encyclopedia, but he never stopped planning his day of revenge. Bugs hates you more than he does me, warned Encyclopedia. He'll never forgive you for whipping him. Just then, Ike Cassidy walked into the detective agency. Ike was one of Bugs' pals. "I'm quitting the Tigers," he announced. "I want to hire you. But you'll have to take the quarter from my pocket. I can't move my fingers." "What's this all about?" asked Encyclopedia. "Bugs' cousin, Bearcat Meany, is spending a weekend with him," said Ike. "Bearcat is only 10, but he's built like a caveman. Bugs said he'd give me $2 to box a few rounds with Bearcat." "Bearcat tripped you and stepped on your fingers?" guessed Encyclopedia. "No, he used his head," said Ike. "I gave him my famous 1-2, a left to the nose followed by a right to the chin. I must have broken both my hands hitting him." "You should have worn boxing gloves," said Sally. "We wore gloves," said Ike. "Man, that Bearcat is something else." "Did he knock you out?" asked Encyclopedia. "He did and he didn't," said Ike. "His first punch didn't knock me out, and it didn't knock me down either. But it hurt so much I just had to go down anyway." "Good grief," gasped Encyclopedia. "He licked you with one punch?" "With 2, corrected Ike. "When I got up, he hit me again. I was paralyzed. I couldn't move, and I couldn't move enough to fall down." "Bearcat sounds like a coming champ," observed Sally. "He's training for the next Olympics," said Ike. "Isn't he a little young?" said Sally. "You tell him that. He hurt me when he breathed on me." The more Encyclopedia heard about Bearcat, the unhappier he became. "Why do you need a detective?" "Bugs said I didn't last long enough to earn the $2, replied Ike. "I want you to get my money." Encyclopedia gulped. The case looked like a bloody nose for sure. "Forget the $2, he suggested. "It's a matter of pride," said Ike. "Bearcat made me mad. He said I fought like a girl." "Oh, he did he?" cried Sally. She stamped her foot. "We'll take the case. I'd love to teach Mr. Bearcat Meany how a real girl fights." That, Encyclopedia, is what Bugs wants. He said nothing, however. When Sally was out to defend her sex, arguing was useless. He took a quarter from Ike's pocket, and the 3 of them went to see Bugs. They found him sitting in the doorway of his clubhouse. "Did you lose your way?" snarled Bugs. "The ladies' sewing circle meets down the street." "We've come to get Ike's $2, said Sally. "You're a squirrel's idea of heaven," reported Bugs. "I don't pay boys to fight like girls." "Maybe you've forgotten how well a girl can fight," snapped Sally. "Shall I remind you?" Bugs held up his hand playfully. "You know me. I'm too old to fight little girls," he said. "Say, wait a minute. You're in luck. There's a 5th grader in the clubhouse. Maybe he'll box you." "If I win, will you pay Ike his $2? Sally. "Of course," said Bugs. "But am I not a man of my word?" Bugs tossed a pair of boxing gloves at Encyclopedia's feet and disappeared into the clubhouse. His voice sounded from inside. "Some fresh dame thinks she can make you eat dirt, Bearcat." Encyclopedia picked up the gloves. Nervously, he pushed the right glove over Sally's hand and began lacing it. Ike did the same with the left glove. Presently Bugs came out of the clubhouse. With him was a boy wearing boxing gloves. The boy looked to be like 3 fifth graders. He was as tall as one and as wide as two. Bearcat, groaned Ike. Bearcat's little dark eyes, studied Sally up and down. She don't look like much, he said slowly. She thinks girls can do anything boys can, said Bugs. I don't know, said Bearcat, tapping his knees without stooping. I never boxed a girl before. She's been asking for it, said Bugs. You know what? She said you'd have to fall down a well to get a deep thought. Would I lie to you? Give it to her. Bearcat shrugged. If you say so, Cousin Bugs, he muttered. He advanced on Sally. Quickly, Encyclopedia stepped between them. It won't work, Bugs, he said. The fight is off. You may hire us just so you could get revenge on Sally by putting her against Bearcat. How did Encyclopedia know that? Well, that's a good question. Okay. Ike. Well, Bugs told a lie when she said that Bearcat would have to fall down a well to get a deep thought. Which is too old to fight little girls. Well, I don't know. Unless there's some... I don't see other clues in here. Okay, well, let's see what the next. Case of the knockout artist. Bugs wanted to get even with Sally for licking him, so he tried to match her against his cousin Bearcat. He had Ike go to the detective agency with a fake story. Ike said Bugs owed him $2. He had Sally angry enough to fight Bearcat. Ike claimed that Bearcat had said he fought no better than a girl. With Sally angry enough to fight Bearcat, Ike claimed that Bearcat had said he fought no better than a girl. But Ike got carried away with his role. He said that he had hurt his hands on Bearcat's head. He couldn't even reach into his pocket to get a quarter. Later, however, he helped lace up Sally's gloves. He'd forgotten his hands were supposed to be so sore. But Encyclopedia didn't forget.